Algofi real quick because they did just recently announce a bunch of new things coming. And in Q1 of 2022, Algofi-DEX is launching, and this launch date is February 21st, 2022. The Algofi-DEX will be a game changer for the ecosystem, bringing innovations that do not exist on the Algorand blockchain. And what are those? The first key improvement of the Algofi-DEX is composability. Users will be able to compose multiple swap trades into a single atomic group transaction, allowing for seamless arbitrage trading and smart order routing. Moreover, this composability will be utilized by the V2 release of the Algofi lending market. Second, the Algofi-DEX will support flash loans. Flash loans are loans of assets from DEX pools that must be paid back within the same group transaction plus a fee. Arbitrage traders will use flash loans to keep the prices on Algofi pools, while LPers will earn additional fees from the usage of flash loans. With flash loans, the Algofi-DEX will have the fairest pricing on Algorand, and they touch on something a little bit deeper, which is pretty sweet. Let me skip this part right here. And let me skip this part right here. The Algofi Nano swap. This is super exciting. The launch of Stable, their native stablecoin, the first decentralized stablecoin on the Algorand blockchain, brought the total number of stables to 3 on the Algorand network, including USDC and USDT, and there's also going to be XUSD launching soon with XBacked and a lot of other stablecoins like Guard. So with the number of stablecoins on Algorand growing, it's clear the community needs a StableSwap facility to improve stable pair swapping. Stable pairs are asset pairs where the exchange ratio should be roughly constant. For example, stable versus USDC should trade roughly 1-to-1. Trading stable pair... Sorry, one second.
Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Trading stable pairs on traditional DEXs result in unnecessary amounts of slippage which drives up transaction costs. To respond to this need, the team is building Algofi NanoSwap, a stable pool that will charge 1/6 the fees, or 0.05%, and reduce slippage. Algofi estimates this will reduce the transaction costs of trading stable pairs by 100x. NanoSwap will be the cheapest place to trade stablecoins, which is huge because, I know this doesn't excite a lot of people, but for those that don't know, there are lots of price differences among stablecoins, and sometimes you'll switch from USDC, you'll have, say, $1,000 USDC, and you'll want to switch to USDT because you're bringing it to another exchange, and the trading pair is only in USDT, and you're getting much less USDT. Maybe you're only getting 975 or something because the pegs aren't absolute. So this will help maintain those pegs and will also make it exponentially cheaper. And another update they're doing is an update to their V2 lending protocol, which is absolutely amazing in my opinion because they're adding ledger support, Algorand governance support, which in my opinion it means that you'll be able to supply Algorand as collateral and still participate in governance, which is absolutely huge. So because right now you can't do anything else with your Algorand governance tokens, which is unfortunate. Enhance security with inner transactions, reduce transaction group size, all these things that, in my opinion, are going to make Algofi probably one of the best DEXs on Algorand. I have high hopes for HumbleSwap as well, but it'll be really interesting to see how maybe TinyMan catches up with a lot of this, even though they're the first mover. But this, in my opinion, is a much better platform, or will be a much better platform than TinyMan is currently. And yeah, I'd really love to see how this, the long-term roadmap is the launch date is mid-June for the V2 lending protocol. The DEX is coming next month. Q3, the public sale of the bank token launches, which is their governance token. Yeah, I think it's going to be a giant year for Algofi and Algorand more specifically. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's a quick thing, and then I can see where you can go into it. Isn't it funny that they're gonna name it the Algofi-DEX, and it's probably gonna come out faster than the Algo-DEX. Is it gonna have the same name? Sorry, I had to.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
People are gonna be giving him.
That is funny.
A lot of
He's been
stuff.
building for 9 months.
I like Alex. He's never tried to build anything on blockchain before. I guess my only criticism is, really take a note from Algofi here. They were just quietly building, and they were planning this for months and didn't let anybody know. And now they're like, hey, in 2 weeks, we're going to have a DEX. You know what I mean? And in reality, I know it's a little different because they already had a lot of funding and a lot of the support. So he kind of had to, at least in the beginning, get the word out about his idea to create the attention that he needed to gain the funding that he needed. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, at a certain point, you just got to put your head down and get that product out there. You know what I mean?
Let me talk shit too real quick. Two
Go
things.
for it. Yeah,
Remember, Algo-DEX too also prided himself, Alex prided himself in not taking money. I got all those tweets on there, you know, in the very beginning. That's what he was saying. But he took the money, so he did switch up, and it's still not out. So that is funny.
Yeah.
But what I was very excited about this Algofi update, exactly what you said, got me excited, is that the fees, like when I was swapping stable out, I lose 10% of the value every single time. It was like you do $1,000, you get 990. So if we can fix that, that would be huge. And that's what I saw on there. I'm like, let's go.
And what's going to be really amazing is this product working in conjunction with a product that Algomint is going to launch, which is basically like a stablecoin basket, it's going to be amazing. It's basically just going to be exactly like it sounds, a basket of all of the various stablecoins on Algorand, which would allow you to trade in and out of any stablecoin with ease and help maintain of all of the pegs of them. So in my opinion, I believe they're actually going to create their own wrapped token based on that basket. So the basket will be like 10 different or however many stable coins there are in the network. The basket will be full of those stable coins, and then they'll have one token representing that basket.
Yeah. I have a question for y'all. I don't know. I haven't tried it. So when we got USDC, there is no way that we can send this USDC, say, to like crypto.com, right? It's not the same as the ERC. You can't. They're not interoperable.
That depends on, I don't use crypto.com, but that depends on crypto.com because I know other exchanges do accept Algorand USDC, KuCoin, for example, and I believe MEXC, they both accept USDC Algorand version. You just have to go when you're depositing, make sure you select Algorand so you get the right deposit address. And same thing if you're withdrawing off of an exchange, you just want to make sure you're withdrawing to the correct addresses. They usually have like a Dropbox so you can select Algorand. I know on KuCoin, if you just put in the address, it'll know it's an Algorand address and it'll fill that spot automatically, which is pretty cool.
Good to know.
But yeah, I would definitely.
I know Coinbase is only ERC. Like they only want that, and I feel like these bigger centralized exchanges. That's what they do. You know, they're pumping. I mean, honestly, they're pumping their own product because you know that they're in a lot of these projects early, and especially with how much they garner from fees of people buying these things, you know, that's the reason why that's why you don't see hardly any ASAs on Coinbase, is because they ain't going to make the money there. They're making the money on all the Ethereum tokens that get created and
I mean, as much as I shouldn't be, because I mean, Coinbase kind of sucks, but to be fair to them, they are also like slow movers when it comes to this type of stuff. They're usually the last ones to list certain tokens, and really the last ones to make certain changes. And I think it's partially really because they're already making enough money that they don't have enough incentive to be the first movers there. So I do think
bought a $100 million home.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think they will catch up as other exchanges are including support for Algorand assets. I know KuCoin does, MEXC does. What other ones? There's a couple other ones that at least have one. What is it? There's Planet Watch. Planet Watch is on a Bitfinex. Planet Watch is on Bitfinex, which is interesting. But yeah, so I think Coinbase will catch up, but I do think they're going to be one of the last ones to catch up for sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Algofi. I like that platform. I feel secure using it. Haven't had any issues, any serious issues, and I've been using it since it launched.
I love KuCoin. I've been using that for about 4 or 5 years now. They launched in 2017, and I've been an avid user ever since, to be honest.